talk about online safety, protection from abuse. For this, I would like to call my junior, Evan, and Subi sister to come and make us all aware about POCSO Act.
Sisters, maturity. Maturity is that when we take decisions and our own thoughts. Good morning everybody, this is Aman Siddiqui being accompanied by Shubhi. Today the session is going to be very knowledgeable and energetic for one and all. In this session we shall make you be aware of POCSO Act, which is necessary to know deeply. Hope we will put the best learnings before you. This will be an open discussion that will directly act on your inner soul, and we are quite confident that each and everyone will take a lesson something from it.
When our motives and intentions are noble, all our actions become brilliant and good. With this unbridled and proximity quotation, we are here to caution you from ferocious and monotonous life if you are gloomy from anything that is dominant on you. I wish that this discussion will be ample to save you from become our echoes. We all are getting on and getting over, but our spectacular works cause our defamation. Our one grievance can profit our penance. We will try our best to make you alert of distractions.
So now we will start for the POCSO Act. First section and second section of POCSO Act. POCSO Act was passed on 14 November 2012 to comprehensively deal with the issue of sexual offences against children. POCSO not only spells out punishment for offences but also sets out the system for support of victims and improved methods for catching offenders. Under POCSO, child means any person below age of 18 years. The child could be a girl or a boy. Thus, POCSO is a gender neutral law. The child victim of sexual offense could be a boy or a girl.
As for the person that commits the crime, it doesn't matter whether the person is girl or a boy. Both genders are equally punishable for offences under this law. The primary object of the Act were to protect the children from various types of sexual assaults. There are three broad categories of sexual offences punishable under POCSO: penetrative sexual assault, sexual harassment, and using the child for pornography.
Now in the section 7 of POCSO Act is sexual assault. If a person with sexual intent touches the private parts of a child or makes a child touch the private parts of another person, this is sexual assault. An act done with sexual intent on a child involving physical contact is also sexual assault. In section 8, there is a punishment for sexual assault. The punishment for committing sexual assault on a child is minimum 3 years imprisonment, which can be extended to 5 years imprisonment as well as payment of fine.
Section 3, penetrative sexual assault. Penetrative sexual assault is an even more serious offence and has been dealt with separately under POCSO, and its punishment is under Section 4. The punishment for committing penetrative sexual assault on a child is minimum 10 years, which can extend to life imprisonment as well as payment of fine.
Now we will discuss about the section 9 and 10 of POCSO Act, aggravated sexual assault. The offence committed by a police officer, by a member of armed force, by a public servant or any staff of hospital or any other government employee amount to aggravated sexual assault. There is a punishment for aggravated sexual assault in the section 10. The punishment for committing aggravated sexual assault on a child is minimum 5 years imprisonment, which can be extended to 7 years imprisonment as well as fine.
In section 5 and 6, the offence committed by a police officer, by a member of armed force, by a public servant or any staff of hospital or any government employee amount to aggravated penetrative sexual assault. Its punishment is given under section 6. The punishment for committing offence by any government employee is minimum 20 years of redress, extend to life imprisonment or death.
Now we will discuss about sexual harassment. In section 11, a person is said to be commit sexual harassment upon a child when use any word or makes any sound so as to be heard by the child, makes the child exhibits his or her body, shows anything to the child for pornographic purpose, repeatedly or constantly follows or watches or contacts the child either directly or through electronic or other media.
And the punishment is given under section 12. The punishment for sexual harassment of child is imprisonment for up to 3 years as well as payment fine.
Now we will discuss about what is pornography or using a child for pornography purpose. Pornography is sexual subject material such as picture, video, text or audio that is intended for sexual arousal. It includes showing the sexual organs of child, showing a child in an indecent or obscene way.
And its punishment is given under section 15. The punishment for using a child for pornography is 5 years imprisonment. And if any person had storage of any such type material that intended for sexual assault can also be punished for 5 years imprisonment.
Now, what is mandatory reporting for the offence? Any person can report an offence under POCSO. An offence can be reported after it has occurred or before it has occurred if there is fear that such a crime may occur. The child facing or fearing such abuse can also report the crime directly. What is important? The crime must be reported. If person fails to report any offence under POCSO, the person can be punished with imprisonment up to 6 months or fine. No one should make any report or make any comments on any child in any form of media without having full accurate information.
Now I am going to talk about human trafficking. People who traffic children for sexual purpose are also punishable under the provisions related to Amendment in Act. The Act prescribes a maximum term of rigorous imprisonment for life and a fine for this. The unlawful act of transportation or concealing people in order to benefit from their work and service, typically in the form of forced sexual exploitation. Now we are going to share with you all a reality of intention and it will make you feel positive. Have you ever wondered that drives a person's actions? Is it the desire to do good or the intention of cause harm? Today we will explore with on it. As a famous saying goes, the road to hell is paved with bad intentions and the road to heaven is paved with good intentions. So let's start.
So, we will firstly discuss about what is bad touch. A touch that makes you uncomfortable and make you feel guilty is said to be bad touch. If someone strange touches you and you feel uncomfortable, or someone touch or try to touch your body parts which you don't want to be touched, that is called to be bad touch. Sometimes we can't know that what type of touch it was, or you feel confused because the person who had touched you may be a relative, your other family friend or your friend. That person may be which is very closer to your parents, but don't feel yourself accused. Go and share it to your parents, especially to your mother.
It may be that person and your parents are unable to stop this because of defamation, but it's sure that they will try to keep you away from him or her. It is physical contact that makes person feel uncomfortable, scared or threatened. It acts on our mental health and physical health as well. The person that is touching your body may be any doctor, teacher, or nurse, etc. If anyone is government employee and your parents are afraid of him or her person, then you can take help from Children Helpline 1098.
Now we will discuss about what is good touch. When parents embrace you, grandmother or grandfather hug you, your teachers put his or her hands on your head in a positive way, then you feel comfortable and happy.
But remember, only the people who want to see your progress or help you like parents, teachers, especially mother, not than any that person who wants your defamation.
So what do you do when someone touches you in the wrong way? Say no. Tell the person that you don't like to be touched. Get away fast. Run away from that person and place whose you touch you don't like. Never stay with that person alone ever again. Call for help or scream. Believe in yourself. Don't feel yourself guilty. You did nothing wrong.
The main point is that if someone touches you in the wrong way, tell someone whom you trust what has happened. Don't let them treat and scare you into a running away or keeping it a secret between the two of you and ask yourself, does the secret bother me? Or someone touches you and asks you, keep it as a secret between two of you.
Don't make secrets that make you uncomfortable. Go to a person whom you trust. If you go to whom you doesn't believe, go to until someone believes you and helps you. Most of the children get shocked. They dare to say no and also ran away, but they find themselves unable to tell this to anyone. Remember, it's the biggest mistake.
And remember, your mistake is not when anyone touches you badly, but you become a culprit if you don't say it to anyone. If any person is touching you or saying you to take off your clothes, you should not have to sigh, fear or show any extra emotion. Oppose it and share it.
Now, bad touch may be in many ways. Firstly, physical touch. What is physical touch? Unwanted physical contact such as touching, grabbing or fondling. And second is emotional touch. Unwanted emotional touch try to attract you by emotional talk such as making someone feel uncomfortable or humiliated.
And third is sexual touch. Unwanted sexual contact such as touching, grabbing, fondling in a sexual manner or any private part by setting your room as a guest or relative. And there is also a touch to release signals, reactions, etc.
It may be that someone attracts you with his behavior, online chats, emotional talks, etc. But every person shows anything because of his or her intention. The person will try to touch you badly and say, I am your own, we are old friends, such sentences. In this, you should take help from your parents.
बहुत बार कुछ ऐसा होता है कि हम किसी से शेयर नहीं कर पाते, हम उसको लेकर दिन रात इरिटेट रहते हैं और वो हम पर डोमिनेट होता रहता है। हमारे साथ कुछ ऐसा होता है कि हम किसी से शेयर नहीं कर पाते हैं, हम उसको लेकर दिन रात इरिटेट रहते हैं और वो हम पर डोमिनेट होता जाता है, जिससे हम डिप्रेशन, हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम आज से गिर जाते हैं। सीक्रेट्स रखने का असर हमारी मेंटल हेल्थ और फिजिकल हेल्थ दोनों पर समान रूप से असर करता है। Nowadays, approx 52% boys and 48% girls इस प्रॉब्लम को फेस कर रहे हैं। यदि हम अपनी बात को अपने फ्रेंड्स से शेयर कर सकते हैं तो अपने पेरेंट्स से क्यों नहीं? यदि हम अपने पिता से डरते हैं तो हम मदर से तो कर ही सकते हैं। यदि आप अपनी माँ से कुछ छिपा रहे हैं तो आप सबसे गलत पेपर हैं और आप सबसे बड़ा पाप कर रहे हैं।
इट मे बी कि कुछ समय के लिए आपको लगे कि जो आपके सामने है वही सब कुछ है, बट रियलिटी ये है कि आपके पेरेंट्स के अलावा कोई भी आपको नहीं समझ सकता। एग्जाम्पल, मानो कि आपको इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक या व्हाट्सएप पर कोई पर्सन मिल गया और आप उनसे बात करने लगे और कुछ ही दिनों में आप उनसे अटैच हो जाते हैं। आपने उनसे बातें शेयर की और उन्होंने आपसे, बट सामने वाला पर्सन आपको इम्प्रेस करने की कोशिश करेगा, फिर चाहे वो अपनी स्मार्टनेस दिखा के करे या इमोशनल चैट्स करके, बट आपको तो ये नहीं पता कि आपके प्रति सामने वाले का इंटेंशन क्या है।
हर बैड इंटेंटिव पर्सन ऑलवेज हमारे इंटेंशन ग्रैब करने की पूरी कोशिश करेगा, फिर वो चाहे स्टेटस लगा के करे, किसी दूसरे के द्वारा मैसेज कन्वे करके करे या फिर आपकी फोटोज पे कमेंट करके, टेक एक्सप्रेशंस लाइक स्माइल, साइड, इमोशनल, ये सब दिखाकर भी वो आपको इंटेंशन ग्रैब करने की पूरी कोशिश करेगा, बट आपको अपना बिहेवियर नॉर्मल रखना है। अगर आप अपने बिहेवियर को चेंज करते हैं तो आप भी एक कल्प्रिट हैं। आप उनसे फैमिलियर होते जाएंगे और कल में वो आपको किसी अलोन मीटिंग पर बनाकर कोई ट्रेजेडी कर दें, इसका सबसे बड़ा इम्पैक्ट आपके पेरेंट्स पे पड़ता है। आपके पेरेंट्स उनकी इतनी रिसर्च होती है कि वो घर से बाहर नहीं निकलते या सुसाइड कर लेते हैं। सो वी शुड हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट फीलिंग्स ऑफ आवर पेरेंट्स।
आजकल के टीनेजर्स की सबसे बड़ी मिस्टेक यह है कि वे अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ चीट करते हैं। हमारे पेरेंट्स रूरल एरिया से हैं तो वो इतने एजुकेटेड नहीं होते हैं कि हमारी इंग्लिश चैट्स को पढ़ पाएं या समझ सकें, बट हमें अपने पेरेंट्स की फीलिंग्स को समझना चाहिए। रिमेंबर वन थिंग, अट्रैक्शन विद एनिमल इज टेम्परेरी बट अफेक्शन विद पेरेंट्स इज परमानेंट। सो बेस्ट वे ऑफ हैविंग पॉजिटिव इंटेंशन इज टू शेयर ऑल थिंग्स टू योर पेरेंट्स। बी पॉजिटिव एंड हैप्पी।
Attentive participation and for being a receptive audience. We thank all of you from bottom of our heart. Let's carry forward the energy, knowledge and inspiration gained during these precious moments. We are extremely glad to make us aware from bad elements of our society.
Remember, your academics, your talent, your experience, your background, your platforms, your support system can open any gate for you, but only your character can keep the gate open. You lose out on that and you are anybody, whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are. You can become zero from hero within seconds. I repeat, you are a
academics, your talent, your experience, your background, your platforms, your support system can open any gate for you, but only your character keep the gate open. You lose out on that and you are anybody, whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are, you can become zero from hero within seconds. If any one of you and your colleague are facing that situation, so without any